Hi everyone, welcome back to Aidans Railways. Today it's N-Gauge time. We're going to look at some of Katie's recent purchases, some of the items she's got for her N-Gauge collection. So let's go and take a look. So something I've neglected to do quite recently is to keep up to date with Katie's N-Gauge items. And they've been mounting up recently. There's been a few second-hand purchases, and I thought we'll just go through a number of the items that we've managed to pick up at very good prices. And one of them wasn't so cheap, the rest of them were really fairly bargains. So I thought we'll have a quick look, or we'll show you what we got a hold of recently, or Katie has, and then we'll have a little closer look at them. So first things first, Katie has got herself a tender locomotive. In this case it is item 372-403. It's a class J39. It is a weathered locomotive in BR black with the lake crest. It's a very nice loco. In fact, I actually got this one for Katie as a gift because she'd been asking for a tendered locomotive to go with her tank as well as her diesel locomotives. Next up, we have got a BR brake van. Very nice. This is a second-hand purchase and didn't cost very much money at all. We got a hold of these as well. Now these came from Durham Trains of Stanley in the second-hand bargain section. These 8 over here and these 2 LMS cattle ones as well. Now these would all appear, we'll have a closer look soon, to actually be a sort of an item that took place for 2014, sort of an anniversary truck, and they seem to be, maybe they were just lying around and they needed to get rid of them or something like that. But I got a load of them with a project in mind for Katie, so I gave her a load more rolling stock. There was also recently some scenic items, that sort of thing, that had come in second hand as well, and this one like new. We'll see this platform water crane, and I thought, well, that's wonderful, absolutely great. It's still in the packaging, sort of never been used, and it's a nice little dinky item for Katie to have there. As well as that, we've got a little platform shelter in great condition, absolutely great condition. And there was some straight platforms. These are the Bachmann ones, so I figured picking them up, we can get a hold of some more of the Bachmann ones, but they were there, they were nice and second hand. And one of the other things that I thought, when I saw it, I'll have to get hold of one of these. This is actually from Pico, and this is a railer. If there's one thing that I have to say that even I sometimes struggle with the N-Gauge, it's actually getting them on first time, every time. So we actually made it even easier now for Katie when she's changing stock around on the little N-Gauge test track we've got, and I got hold of that, and I can honestly recommend them. Absolutely brilliant. Ever since I got hold of this, it's straight onto the track every time, first time. So let's take a closer look. So let's start with some of the scenic stuff. So we've got these platform straights. They are from Bachmann. They're made in China, and they remind me very much of the Hornby platforms in Double O. You might remember the project. If you don't, I'll put it in the description. The project I did with the Hornby ones, where I coloured up the sides and changed the tops and everything. I might even do some of that wash on this stone brickwork on the sides, and they literally clip together exactly like the Hornby platforms. Now they are just 3 straights. I'll probably get hold of a couple of ends for Katie, even if I have to buy them new, but they were in second hand and they cost very, very, very little, and they are really, really very nice. You can see the stone work there, so I think with a wash on that, they'll come up even better and in great condition. Next up is this little station shelter, or platform shelter even, and you can see the little light fitting there on the side. Very dinky. It's a resin, I believe. It is Hornby Hobbies. You can just see in there, 2006 model, or 2006 edition. But there we go. It is very nice. It's got a nice bit of weight to it, which I think is good with N-Gauge, because it does mean, with them being so small, if you're not going to glue them down, it doesn't mean they're going to keep toppling over and falling everywhere with them being so light. And I'm going to refrain from opening this, but let's see if we can get a much closer look. And you can see it does look incredibly delicate. I don't think it's something that Katie's going to be trying to twist around. I don't even think it does twist around, but you can see there, that is going to look very nice on the end of those platforms that we got a hold of. I had intended to just make some platforms for Katie, but I think we're going to stick with the Bachmann ones now. But I'm not going to open that at the moment, just in case it gets damaged in the meantime. So next up, let's have a look at this BR brake van. And lucky it actually came in this packaging. The majority of the N-gauge stuff that we've got, or rather Katie's got, doesn't actually come in any packaging. But you can see the print detail there. It's very nice, very long. She's got plenty of rolling stock goods-wise now. So I think the other brake vans she had, one of them was a bit damaged, and I thought when we saw this in the model shop, it was definitely worth picking up, and it's certainly going to fit in with the locomotive that she just got. So let's move our attention to these wagons. So let's have a look at these LMS cattle ones first. And you can see there, very nice. That print's really good for something so small. These are the Pico or Pecco made in England ones. Very nice. See, there's plenty of detail. I do find these really quite cute. N's not necessarily my scale, but Katie really likes it. So we managed to get hold of 2 of them. The roof's a bit faded yellow. I think I'm going to leave it like that, unless Katie wants to attempt to weather them. But we have 2 of those. Right, now let's have a look at these. Let's take a closer look. So I am trying to see, is it Hellenborough and District Model Railway Club 1989 to 2014 silver anniversary. Right, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8 of these. I believe it's just one that's missing a coupling there. That's something that can be sorted out easily. And let's have a look. Who built these for them? It was Dapol. So these are the Dapol ones. They've got the metal wheels. Now the majority of the rest of the rolling stock that Katie's got has all got plastic wheels, but these are metal. Now I don't think we paid very much. A couple of pound at most for each one. It might have only been £1, I don't know. It was incredibly cheap, which is why we picked them all up. The thought was, we'll keep one exactly how it is here, and the idea, I believe, is a little project for Katie, and maybe do a video about it. It's just to repaint them. If we can repaint them, get some different transfers, some different slide transfers or something like that to put onto them, or maybe just repaint them, then they'll look more in fitting with the rolling stock that she's got. But for the price, it seemed silly not to purchase them. So she's actually got quite a little collection just here, but there is actually much more on her layout, or rather the test layout at the moment, of her N-gauge items. Now the one I imagine you've been waiting for since the beginning of this video is this. This is Graham Farish. It is, as I said before, 372-403, class J39, number 64841, BR Black, Lake Crest weathered, and it is DCC ready. Now Katie does run her items on DC, and by the looks of it, I think that might be from 2002, this. If it's the correct box, it might not be. You can see it's got all of the actual information, all of the service stuff, everything like that. Now, it was second hand. I saw it there. Katie had been on at me for a while to get a hold of a tendered locomotive for her. Now, I'm hoping that the camera is going to do this justice. So I've brought the camera down a bit more so that we can see more closely. So the weathering seems to be sort of more localized towards the chassis and wheel sets of the actual locomotive. You can see there the motor's housed in the rear, so the front is freewheeling. I can't get over personally the level of detail on such a small item. There we go, the lettering, shed plate, everything. You can see that weathering on the wheel set. All of those handrails are separate. They're not actually part of the moulding. I can't get over it. See, I don't really deal with the N gauge. It's Katie's baby. And even the foot plate there will move. Let's have a look at that interior. That is incredible. Now, a lot of double O gauge locomotives, especially Hornby's railroad range, don't tend to have the detail picked out, but it is, as you can see, picked out very much so in this tiny locomotive, or tiny model. The print on the crest is incredibly good. The tender has got a good amount of weight to it, which is hardly surprising with it being the motored end. And there we go, we're coming across the other side. Like I say, this was a second-hand purchase. I did get this from Mick at Durham Trains. You can see all of the mechanical aspects all perfectly running well. And let's just take a look at that. Look at that pipe there. That separate pipe. I can see why Katie finds them so interesting. But that is Katie's latest locomotive. She has got a BR coloured Great Western 060 locomotive, and she's got a class 56 in coal sector, I believe. And more recently we picked up two non-running American outline diesel locomotives, and one of them I've just about started to get running. I think the other one is a dead loss, so I might actually just remove the motors, make the wheels freewheeling on that, and then she can run them as a pair. But the American outline thing was just purely because they were there and they were so cheap. I might have even got them for nothing, I can't remember now, but they were non-runners. So everybody, there's a little update on Katie's N gauge items, and we're going to start work on Katie's railway, or Katie's layout anyway, shortly. And it's, with it not being so huge, it makes life a little bit easier. Like I said before, I wholeheartedly recommend these. This is the Pico or Pecco railer for N gauge. It just makes life so much easier. So hope you enjoyed. There's Katie's N gauge. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, click on the round button. If you enjoyed this video and you want to watch some more, there's another video at the top of the screen and there's a playlist at the bottom. See you again soon.